You're a bit experienced in handstands. You can catch 5, 10 seconds the odd times, sometimes even 20 seconds, but it's not consistent. This is what this podcast is about. To me, you're an improver. You understand what's supposed to happen with your fingers, how you have to position yourself upside down to even hold something, and how we get into the position as we kick up. You finally graduated from being a beginner. Things start becoming real fun. You can catch something freestanding. This took you maybe a lot of effort. Well done. Acknowledge it. Pat yourself on the back before you start demanding more of yourself. It is normal at that stage that things are a bit inconsistent. You figured out the recipe of your handstands, but you can't always remember it. There's an important mental model that we have to apply here, and a trap you don't want to fall into. The trap is the following. Because freestanding feels so good, you keep freestanding over and over again. You think to yourself, surely I managed to catch 15 seconds just 5 minutes ago. Right now, it's not coming to me, but if I keep at it, it will be a thing. It will come to me again, and you end up throwing 10, 20, 100 reps until the stars align again. Careful with that. You are rehearsing a lot of bad reps in the process, and at your stage, the amount of good reps over bad reps matters. Quality starts becoming more and more important than quantity, which was predominant as a beginner. The key to achieving 15 seconds on demand, which is the mark after which you move on into more complex skills, is to know what is happening when the stars are not aligning. You are over-obsessed with making it right, dismissing all the reps that didn't quite end up where you wanted, when the key to achieve better consistency is actually to pay more attention to the bad reps than to the good reps. Let me elaborate here. When you're not catching a handstand, something very specific is happening. And because of the body awareness you have developed and the technical tools you have acquired, you should be able to pin down more or less accurately what is at play. Myself, when I work with people online, even if I show them exactly what is happening, it's my goal as the coach to be the one pointing what they should fix. I ask them, I train them to develop this agency. Because when you know what is happening, you can diagnose it very quickly, fix it at the wall, and go back freestanding and achieve better success. The last thing you want to do, in other words, is repetition after repetition without spending a second asking yourself, what is happening here? You have to know what is happening when the stars are not aligned. You have to ask yourself, what didn't I do that I should have done? Or what did I do that I shouldn't have done? How do we learn to do that? We film ourselves after each rep and we compare as we rest what we thought we were doing, what we felt while upside down, and what actually was happening. And we do that both for good reps and bad reps, so that you start bridging the gap between the body and the mind. Stop shooting in the dark hoping that it will stick. Handstands should be more like a mindful arrow that you're shooting towards the bullseye. You may not hit the bullseye every time, but shooting more without aiming better is not going to improve your chances at hitting the bullseye. I want you to shoot that arrow, and if you succeeded, ask yourself, what did I do so that I can replicate a success? And if you didn't, asking yourself, what happened so that I can stop doing that? The key, therefore, is supersetting at that level. You want to do what I call the minimum priming routine. That is the thing that you know you have to do to be in the zone. For most people at that level, warming the wrists and starting freestanding is not really a good idea. They need a bit of wall priming to be in the zone. You have to know which drills click with you, which things, whether it's the kick up or alignment drills at the wall or balancing drills with your fingers, you have to know what is the thing that puts you in the best conditions possible to then start freestanding. You then start freestanding, and as you do that, you observe what is happening. Some days, you're going to have excellent days, and freestanding is going to come very naturally to you. When this happens, do more freestanding. Fantastic. This is the learning tool. This is the one thing you should be doing more of, because you're doing quality-oriented reps. All the days, however, you will have a mixed bag. You will have good reps, but mostly not so successful reps, misfires as we call them. And instead of ignoring the misfires, you need to ask yourself, what is happening here? Am I undershooting? Am I overshooting too much? Is my momentum on point? Are my fingers pushing at the right time? Am I making a mistake in the way I balance after? Am I making a mistake in the way I stack my shoulders? Where is my pelvis in space? You have to start asking questions. And you will start seeing repeating patterns. The culprit behind your misfires is always the same. Once you can see them, you have to superset things back to the wall. Fix them. Feel what you should be doing more of, feel what you should stop doing, and bring things back freestanding. This will work for a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes or more, and eventually something else is going to flare up. Fantastic. This is your learning opportunity. Bring it back to the wall, fix it, bring it back freestanding. It is this dance between the wall and freestanding, very mindful, very aware of the patterns at play, that allows you to extinguish the bad reps and convert them into successful 5, 10, and eventually 15 seconds. Don't be the average improver that keeps kicking up freestanding until it sticks, because it's not the most fruitful approach to improving your consistency. Hopefully that helps you find more clarity over how you should work. And remember the following: we should not work the same way. We should not train the same way at the beginning of our journey and at the end of our journey. As you become more and more experienced, the different tools and exercises and cues are going to become more relevant to you.